Hey guys, it's Nick Turner with the Allen Turner Home Team at Century 21 Results. Well, 2020 is officially over, and the final Metro Atlanta housing stats are out for the year as well. As we head into 2021, I wanted to take just a few minutes to break down some of the things we saw kind of for the year as a whole, and some of the trends we're starting to see through December as we turn into the new year. Now, if you've been following us at the Allen Turner Home Team on our Facebook page or our YouTube page, you'll know that some of this really isn't too surprising. We've been talking about it every single month when the numbers come out, and in between when you're talking with us. We've kind of been staying on top of things. And so the final numbers are really bearing out what we've been saying, but I think looking at them will give you a good idea of really exactly what happened this year in the Atlanta housing market. 2020 was kind of as they say all the time, an unprecedented year. Nobody really knew what would happen in the real estate sector. Thankfully, Atlanta stayed pretty strong for a lot of reasons that people speculate. Jobs moving here. It's still a very affordable city to live in, so a lot of people relocate here. Who knows all the reasons? There's a lot of them. But anyway, thanks to very low interest rates, the year stayed strong all year long. We didn't really have any hiccup like we thought we might have had in March, April, when coronavirus was really starting to come onto the scene strong. But if we're going to look at both year-to-date numbers for all of 2020. And like I said, also what happened in December as we head into the new year. So this is for the entire greater Atlanta, metro Atlanta area. As you see here, a couple things I want to draw attention to. I'm not going to break down every single number. That'd be pretty boring, I think. But a couple things I really want to you to pay attention to. First of all, let's look at what the median and average sales prices were for the year. They were up right at 10% for the year, which is a great jump in housing values. I'd say historically, Atlanta sits around 4 to 5% increase on sales price year over year. So we're up at right around 10%. Now that's a function of a few things: very low inventory, very low interest rates. So a lot of buyers, not much demand, caused a lot of price increases. Okay. But if you look here, let's look at a couple things. One, here's our total housing inventory for the year was down just under 12%, okay, from where we were last year. But there were still 76,000 houses on the market for sale, right? But even with that, look at this number. These are the closed sales for the year was up 2.5%. So even with almost 12% fewer homes to choose from for buyers, there were still 2.5% more homes sold for the year, and they sold at higher prices, 10% higher prices than the year before. So if you've been sitting over there and you've been thinking, man, I think now's a great time for me to buy a house, or I want to think about buying a house, but I keep hearing everywhere I listen that there's no housing inventory. Oh my God, maybe I should sit out and wait for stuff to show up. While it's true that inventory is low, this should be a very promising sign to you that even with low inventory, there were more sales in 2020 than there were in 2019, okay? So a lot of people are in the game, more than they were last year. So don't worry about the fact that there's low inventory. It just makes you have to act a little quicker, maybe be a little more aggressive when you find the house you do want. Get with people like me and Dee that know exactly when a house is either coming on the market or know before it even hits the market. You just got to be ready to act. But like I said, more homes sold this past year than they did in 2019. So that's pretty cool to see in a market where there was just not much inventory overall for the entire metro Atlanta area. Now, if we scroll down to attached homes, these are condos, townhomes, things like that. Similar story, although there was more inventory overall in 2020 than there was in 2019. If you ask me, I think a lot of that is twofold. One is a lot of the new construction around town is in the attached home sector more so than the detached homes. But also, I think a lot of people that lived in town and that lived in condos and in smaller townhomes realized once they started working from home nonstop, or their lifestyle changed, maybe kids were home from school doing virtual learning and they were working from home, that they just needed more space. Okay, you drive around kind of Atlanta, there's a lot of condos and townhomes for sale, more so than there are detached homes. So I think twofold wise, people realized the condo or townhome I'm in isn't suiting my needs anymore. I need more space. So they were looking for detached homes with a little more room, but also a lot of new construction took place in that same arena as well. Now, if we focus solely on December and what that means for us as we kind of head into 2021 and what we're anticipating and expecting, it's really just I'd say exaggerated, a heightened view of these same numbers. Sales prices were up 15% this December relative to 2019. Now, historically, December, thanks to Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these things going on, December is usually the slowest, or definitely one of the slowest months of the year for real estate in Atlanta. But that was not the case this year. You see, like I said, prices shot up. Closings were actually up for the year, up 5% from where they were in 2019. And that is with, check this out, that is with 6% fewer new homes hitting the market. But overall, and this is mind blowing, there's over 50% total fewer homes to choose from on the market in this December, or December 2020, compared to 19. Only almost 5,800 homes for sale in the metro Atlanta area. That's crazy. 1 month of inventory for the entire metro area. I know I've explained this before, but months of inventory means if nothing else came on the market, this is how long it would take for everything that's currently on the market to sell. 6 months of inventory is a balanced market. That means it would take 6 months to sell everything on the market. The lower that number goes, the stronger it is for a seller. There's less competition for sellers. As you get below 3, it gets pretty strong on the selling side. When you get down to 1 month of inventory, that's pretty crazy. That's out of control. But at the same time, like I said, closings are still up. We can think very low interest rates, 2.5%, 2.75%. I mean, crazy low interest rates, which really spurs a lot of buyer demand. And so the good homes are hitting the market and they're selling right away. Nothing's really staying on the market. Okay, so that leaves not much on the market. But pending sales and closed sales were up for December overall. Kind of same thing here in the attached market. Closed sales were up. A lot more new listings. Once again, same kind of concept in my opinion, that it's new construction and it's people realizing they need more space because of life changes, thanks to everything that happened in 2020, really. But sales prices went up. I mean, everything's up, up, up. It's a very strong, healthy market. If we bring it a little closer to where I live in Roswell, up here in Fulton County, year to date, it's really the same story. Closed sales were up 8.5%, and that's with 15% fewer homes hitting the market in my zip code. And sales prices were up a little more close to the historical growth rate in Atlanta of 4 to 5%. But this is really what I want you to keep in mind and remember, is even with 15% fewer homes on the market for the year, 8% more homes sold. That's awesome. That means the market is healthy, vibrant. Buyers are benefiting from everything going on. Sellers are benefiting from everything going on. It's very unique in the fact that it's a strong, positive market for buyers and sellers. And as in my area, 30076 for December, really the same story as it is for Metro Atlanta. I mean, I'm at 65% fewer homes on the market. There's 39 homes on the market in my zip code when these numbers came out. But look how many more closings there were in December. Almost 30% more people bought a house, about 10 more homes sold. So, I mean, people are out there buying everything that comes on the market right away almost. Although there are still opportunities, if you followed some of our recent videos, there's opportunities out there for homes that have been sitting for various reasons. Some just need a little imagination from a buyer, some painting, some taking down some wallpaper, upgrading some things cosmetically, and you have a great house that kind of has missed the market on the buyers for whatever reason, or some that are just priced too high and have kind of been slowly working their way down. So some stuff's still sitting there, but for the most part, things are hitting the market. And if you're looking to buy, you want to be ready to buy, you want to be ready to act, you want to get with somebody like me or Dee at the Allen Turner Home Team, and let's make sure you're in a position to have a strong offer, let you know really what you need to do to stand out above the competition, because people are buying homes right now, as evidenced by the increase in sold homes. Okay, it's just a matter of making sure you are in a position to outbid them or win your offer over theirs. It's not always just about the highest price. A couple more things I'll show you just to kind of highlight this in graph form, if you're still there. This is homes for sale. This is a rolling 3-4 month or 4 year trend line. Okay, these are total homes for sale in all of Metro Atlanta. This is where we are right here at the end of December. Okay, look how low this is compared to everything else every year. You can see kind of these historical seasonal ebbs and flows that we always have, December, January. But it just kind of trickled down all year. We talked about it all year, that inventory was low, but that wasn't necessarily, didn't mean things were stopping. You know, like I said, closed sales actually are swinging up. These are closed sales. Look at this, trending up in December. Very rarely does it ever trend up from November to December, and then it drops. Boom, 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 boom. So, I mean, look at this. We've been up, 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 up again. I mean, so homes are selling. This is one more thing I want to show you here. This I thought was very interesting. So right now, currently, these are the days on market for all of Metro Atlanta. 12 in December. That means the time we list your home, put a sign in the yard, put it online, on average in 12 days, or sorry, that's the median, but I bet on average, okay, 32 average. Let's go back to median because that's going to be some outliers there that are going to change that. 12 days median time for us to get our sign in your yard till it's under contract, okay? But look how much lower that is than it was last December, 31 days. We're 61% fewer days on market. But look at this. Shows per listing has skyrocketed. We're 122% higher on shows per listing than we were last December. So a lot more people are seeing your house in a lot less time that it's on the market. Okay, so there's a lot of people chomping at the bit once a home gets listed. They got to get in there. They got to decide right away if they want to buy it, because that's what you got to do. You got to make your decisions quick, or get with somebody like us that can help you make those decisions. We want to protect your interest, but we also want you to know what it's going to take in every market to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. So really, in a nutshell, 2020 was surprisingly, I don't want to say surprisingly a great year, but nobody really knew what to expect. It turned out to be a fantastic year for Atlanta real estate. Sales were up, prices were up. The main seatbelt on the runaway car, I guess, was the fact that inventory is low, staying low, keeps going lower and lower. But even with that, more people bought homes last year than they did the year before. So that's a promising sign. And there is no inclination that interest rates are really going anywhere. They should stay below 3% for hopefully the foreseeable future. Famous last words, I'm sure. But the market seems to be trending exactly the same way into 2021 as it was leaving 2020. Buyers everywhere, low rates, low inventory, but frenzied market. So get with us at the Alan Turner Home Team. We would love to talk to you about your specific goals, whether you want to get into the market to buy, get into the market to sell. It's a great time to do both. It truly is. Don't be alarmed when you keep hearing that inventory is low if you're thinking about buying. It is, but there's more sales. So it's a healthy market. Give us a call anytime. You can reach me at 770-490-1427, or you can call D. Allen at 678-206-6041. And we hope you guys have a prosperous and happy 2021, and we are here for you however we can help you. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.